G'day everyone, welcome back to the channel. Please excuse my shed, it is a bloody mess. Oh, I've got to do something with it soon. But anyway, I hit a bird the other day on the V-Strom and broke my windscreen. It's got all cracks in it here. But anyway, I'm taking that windscreen off because it is the world's worst windshield on a motorcycle. And I bought myself, what are they? It's cool I'll put these gloves on because I don't want to put fingerprints all over it. So we'll put some rubber gloves on. Oh yeah. Who's up for a cavity search? Yeah, so we'll get rid of the world's worst windshield. Because it wasn't too bad with this on it, but it's buggered now. I've hit a bird. And the bird lived, it flew off. I think it's just the shape of these Gen 2 windscreens on the V-Strom that it's rounded here on the corners and it shoots it into the mirrors, these big square mirrors, and it sort of spirals. You get these air, like these little air eddy tornadoes that just hit your helmet, and it is just a terrible, terrible, terrible windscreen. Anybody that owns a Gen 2 will tell you how bad they are. For wind noise, it's just atrocious. But I've got this, how would you pronounce that? P-U-I-G, Puig? Puig? We'll just take the I out and we'll call it a pug. Look at that, that's a good size, isn't it? I think that's going to be a really, really good. But what do we got here? We've got a bag of these. Okay, they look pretty sort of self-explanatory. What else we got in here? Right, the stickers, they go there. Put them on first. Geez, I'm even going to go for the instructions. Crucial for today's installation will be a Jack Daniel's Tennessee whiskey and cola. You've got to have one of them. Delicious. You sit on the mower. Okay. We'll put the stickers on. Put them on first, I guess. I'm not even going to bother with them. Where does that one go? That side. No, I had it right. They'll only peel off down the track anyway, won't they? Leave a big bloody mess to clean up. Let's see, I've left a bubble on that already. That's a shit job, mate. Just leave them off. You don't need stickers on it, buddy. Leave the stickers off. Attempt to do it properly. Nah, leave them off. You buggered that one. Straight away, you buggered it. You buggered it up. I don't want the stickers on it anyway. Yeah, that's what I recommend. Tighten them up first on here, out of the bike, because you can't tighten them once they're in there. Push them in. Yeah, that's not going to come out. Let's go in these holes. Easy if I didn't have bloody gloves on. I'll put fingerprints all over it. Okay. Now these things should, inserts go there, I would think, like that. Is that correct? Yes. Yes, it is. Screw him on. And up the top. Just go in, you bastard. Okay. Just nip them up so we can have a look. Oh, look at that. Oh, this is funny, guys. You listen to the Facebook experts on these screens, eh? This is in my V-Strom group, which is just crazy. Steve says, keep your cruising speed lower. That's a big, high air dam up front, which will reduce the contact pressure of your front tyre on the road. So he reckons if I go above cruising speeds, it's going to lift the front of the bike off the ground. This bike with me on it's 300 kilos. So, yeah, well, you know what I mean. There's some funny people in this world, hey? I just wrote, that's BS. He's responded, and basic physics and leverage principles, question mark. Do you understand aerodynamics, question mark. This Don Follows looks like a good screen to me. But then again, I'm no engineer. However, my old ST1100 had more pronounced air dam and it was rock solid at 110. You may have a valid point, he's responding to Steve here. You may have a valid point, but I imagine Pugh thought about and tested for potential lift at speed. The only real way to find out, get Clayton to do a speed test at 100 plus, which I've already done. I responded to Don, it's absolutely fine at 100 plus. I wouldn't pay much attention to Steve. There's always one on Facebook and he's today's special guest. And Steve Max responded to me, Yes, you often see sports bikes, Hayabusas and the like, with near vertical screens. It's okay, not everyone had the capacity to consider basic physics. There's every level of motorcyclist, from the clueless to the scientific. And I wrote, please buy condoms, don't reproduce. And here's Pugh's diagram. Here we go, the original Scream is 13 kilo. This is at 150 kilometers an hour, average height of 1.8, 5.9 foot, which is about me, 1.8. Standard riding position, so let's test it at 150 kilometers an hour. Average on the standard screen, average helmet pressure is 13 kilos, 13.5 squared. Average body pressure is 15.2 kilos squared, that's square centimeters. And the Pugh one is the average helmet pressure is 10.2 kilos square, and the body is 11.1 square. It's 25.7% improved aerodynamic. So the bike's got less lift, not more lift on the front. And I've never heard of a windscreen giving a bike that much lift on the front that it counters the weight of the motorcycle. I mean, this screen is that much taller. So he's saying 100 mil higher of screen there is going to lift this bike in the front higher than cruising speeds, and I'll lose contact with the road. That screen won't lift 300 kilos off the road. This is 215, and with me on it'd be about 215 kilos wet, and this, with me on it'd be about 295 kilos wet. I think to get the forces he's talking about, you'd have to put a car bonnet on the front of it and be doing 300 mile an hour, then you probably get some lift. I mean, there is some special morons on Facebook, isn't there? I just thought that was fun. I thought you'd like that one. The armchair critics. Look at this traffic. It is terrible. Horrendous. Don't you squeeze me in. Well, my thoughts on the new screen, it's fantastic, guys. I really like it. Super quiet compared to my other setup. Works really well. I highly recommend, if you have a Generation 2 V-Strom, try one of these Pugh's, is it? Pugh screens. Probably butchering that pronunciation. It's certainly a lot better than my old setup, even with the extension. Even though it's probably actually a little bit shorter than the standard screen with the extension I had on it, but it just works so much better. The wind is only just touching the top of my helmet, and it's cut because the old screen used to have a lot of turbulence right here. It used to shoot a lot of air just here off the mirror, and there's very little, no breeze coming through there either. It's not till you get to there that you start to feel the wind, just about at the mirrors. I think you still get a bit of turbulence off these big square mirrors on these V-Stroms, but the screen itself, beautiful. Really happy with that.